What a deal, what a deal. What's the deal, collective? Hope all are doing well. And you're having a blessed day, afternoon, or evening. Whenever you come across this reading, you already know if you watch me with a good heart and good intentions, you are blessed and protected. But if you watch me with any ill will or malintentions or evil eyes, go blind 144,000 times. Instantly, quickly, swiftly, you will feel the effects of all the hexes and the curses and the spells that you project. And you know, if you are siphoning my energy or anybody else's energy, you will receive karma quick, fast, and in a hurry, because you reap what you sow for body. So low. Don't do to others what you wouldn't want done to you or your family. Stop being a crusty, crabby, raggedy, and an Andy as miserable group for the rest of this bitch and go heal yourself. What's the deal, people? Hope all are doing well. Getting your weekend started, your day started. I'm bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. I feel like it's fucking 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Lord have mercy. I've been up early. I've been waking up early. Collective. I don't know if I want to do a reading or a talk. Because I've been looking at some of the titles to these readings, to other readers, and I'm like, really? Was I supposed to be that? Am I supposed to be in that energy? So I'm gonna talk about it because telling my story helps another. So on my mother's birthday, December 19th, they did something. And it was the new moon cycle on my mother's birthday on the 19th. Today's the first quarter moon cycle. So today's another moon cycle. So last moon cycle, they did something, which they caused a big argument in my mother's household between me and my son, where it got heated. It got to the point where it got really heated. I put hands on my son. My son basically tried to make me feel like he didn't want me in my life. They made me feel like, both of them made me feel like they were attacking me. I didn't do anything. I really feel, and I've been feeling these feelings, like I'm unloved. My mother don't love me, and my son love me. Those are the feelings that I've been having, right? And I know it's spell work, right? So, even if it's not spell work, this is how I sit here and I move on and I heal myself, right? So they sent spell work to cause a disruption, a breakup within my family, with my love. My love life don't actually have to do with a man in my life. My love life could be anybody that I love. So they know that. I just saw a bug, a little ass bug. They know that I love my mother. They know that I love my son, right? So they trying to cause chaos, disruption, so that I don't have a connection or a bond, or I don't fix a connection or a bond when it comes to my mother or my son. I know this. I know this. Because they use my mother, they use my family to attack me. I know this as well. They use everybody around me to attack me. So they caused a big thing where I no longer talk to my mother or my son. To the point where I walked out my mother's house telling my son, you could change his last name since you don't want me to be your mother. I sat there and vented before I walked out my mother's house. I let my mother know how I felt. I let my son know how I felt, and I bounced. And I'm not picking up that phone or calling them. They could consider me, I literally told them they could consider me dead. 432, the countdown. Because I'm to the point, whether it's spell work or not, I'm not going to continue to pour love into people that not pouring the love into me. I'm not going to continue to check on people that's not checking up on me. I don't give a fuck whether it's spell work or not. Those days are over. So if a motherfucker thought they were going to send spell work, and little spell work worked to break up my family, and they thought I was going to be in my house depressed like I was, because I want a connection with my mother and I want a connection with my son. Let me tell you something. I may want a connection with my mother and my son, but it's not necessary. That's not something that's going to make me or break me. Them suicidal thoughts, that depression, that anxiety is gone. So I don't know why you sitting here thinking that you're going to come and repeat, make me be heartbroken and be in my feelings. It will never happen. I'm okay with being by myself. I already told you this. If this is spell work and I got to separate myself from my son, my mother, right now until they see the truth, until they heal, I'm fine with that. Because they also have to heal. And if this is who they are, or they actually are, then I'm okay with letting them go, because I don't need toxic people in my life. Either way, there's a lot of toxicity there. They're the ones that trigger me, so I'm going to remove myself, and I'm not going to be heartbroken about it. I don't know why a motherfucker thought they want to send some spell work, cause some chaos within my family unit, and thought I was going to be brokenhearted because they attacking me through my child and my mother to make me feel like I'm unloved by my family. I don't give a fuck if my family love me or not. I love myself, is what you dodo birds don't fucking understand. That's how stupid you are, that you think your spell work is gonna work. That you thought I was gonna be in my house all sad and depressed during the holidays. No. I'm not. This is why your Christmas, your New Year's, your Thanksgiving when it was all fucked up. This is why your life is coming to an end and mine is going to be upgraded. Because you all up in your fucking feelings for me to be in my feelings and it's not going to work. Now you all up in your feelings because ain't nothing going to work. Ever. What don't you understand? I love myself enough to be okay with being by myself. I know how to sit by myself and enjoy my own time and company. You don't. So stop projecting your bullshit, thinking because if this were to happen to you, you would break. Yeah, that's you. I am not you. You cannot break me. So stop trying. Stop putting the effort thinking that you're going to break me, because you're not. You're the broken one. I'm unstoppable. I'm unshakable. I'm unfuckwittable, bitch. I'm unbothered. Whether I'm in pain or heartbroken doesn't mean it's gonna stop my fucking flow. That was the reason why I began to get up and go in the first place. So you think you creating pain is gonna stop me? Pain is what got my ass up and going in the first place, you stupid fool. So you think causing me pain is gonna stop my progress? No, that's my ammunition. That's my fuel. Pain don't make me or break me at all. You can't self-sabotage me or cause me. You can't sabotage me or cause me to self-sabotage. Because once I am aware of what you are doing, clear, cut, cancel, and release, it goes right back to you. And whatever was done. And if it's supposed to be fixed, it will fix. If it doesn't, it will be released and it will continue to be cut off out my life. I'm okay. Stop trying to fucking paint the picture of my life thinking that what you're doing is working. Because it's not. You out here lying on my fucking name, then causing scenes, creating scenarios to paint your picture, and it's not painting out the way you want to. Because you don't control my life, and you're not the narrator, the author, or the illustrator of my fucking story. How bad you want to, but you're not. Nor can you dictate my life or where it's headed. Only I can do that. stop thinking that you're the creator of my story, because you're not. You can't even create your own story. And you out here thinking that you're going to control mine and my character and my identity. You're tripping. Because you don't want to get caught. You don't want your character and your to be exposed for who you really are. A cruel, evil monster. Because that's what you are. You are a monster. You don't want nobody to know that you a fucking monster. Too late. Too bad. 11/11. And you about nothing but trying to ruin people's lives because you a piece of shit, and you know that you a piece of shit. A piece of shit that want to be somebody. You ain't nobody, bitch. Because if you were somebody, you wouldn't be out here trying to fuck somebody's life up, ruin somebody's character. Not for no money. You really want to be somebody, you would have put the time and the effort and the real work into being somebody. Not trying to steal it from somebody else or try to set somebody up. If you were actually about something. You ain't about nothing. You a loser. You're a lame. You a sack of shit just piling up a bunch of other shit on top of your ass. You that dried up booger in your nose that you pick out and you flick away because you annoying and bothersome. That's what you are. That dried up piece of booger that you pick out your nose and you flick because it's annoying. You dried up. I woke up this morning in the best mood. I woke up this morning listening to music. I just literally turned off the music a half an hour ago. Well, we already 11:30, so an hour ago. I shut it off like 10:30. Listening to music for a whole hour. And then yesterday, the upstairs neighbors, they were in their room for 3 days straight. No coming out, no using the bathroom, no in the kitchen cooking, no nothing. I'm like, are they okay? I was getting a little concerned there for a little minute, right? No, nothing. Until the other day, I came out with the cards. They came out the room. And then yesterday, because today is the first quarter moon cycle, they had to come out and do something. So they fucked with me while I was in the bathroom, try to be quiet about it, but they got hurt. They was trying to fuck with me, but every time they was trying to fuck with me and be quiet about it, something happened upstairs. They either fell, they dropped something that was them trying to be quiet. They could not be quiet in whatever they was doing. They kept dropping shit. So they were trying to be incognito, and they couldn't be incognito because whatever they was doing, I'm guessing they kept making mistakes. But Butterfingers. Something kept falling. He kept dropping something. So it's like, okay, trying to hide, but you can't. And then I went to go look at the calendar. I'm like, yeah, no wonder why they out here now making noise after being locked in their room for 3 days straight. Confirmation. Because it's the full moon cycle today. So you could throw all the chaos, you could cause all the breakups and fights in the world, and I'm not the same person I was before. There's no anxiety or depression. You're trying to cause anxiety and depression, something that I had, HAD, and no longer have. And nobody says that, because there's moments that I get sad and cry, but I'm not depressed. The depression that I had before is not going to stop me in my tracks. You're trying to get me to back where I was before. That's never, ever, ever going to happen again. Do you not understand? There's no repeats of cycles, buddy. No repeating of cycles. I got myself out of that because I refuse to be in that energy. I don't want to fight, so I will not be sitting there being anxious. I'm not going to be going, we're not doing this. I don't know why you think that you got the power to sit there and cause some type of emotional disturbance in my fucking life. You really don't. And then you trying to cause an emotional disturbance and trying to have me push my mother or my son away so that you could go and attack my son and then try to hurt my son. Let you continue to come for me, continue to come for my family. I keep telling you, you try, you die. That's your life. So you should be fucking scared. You should be worried. You have a few days left. Somebody gonna pass away by January 1st. Maybe a lot of people. Confirmation with that car honk. There was a car honk. 11:33 on my clock. And then I saw 16:52. A little while ago. That's 7-7. I don't understand why y'all continuing to play these games. You better go play that shit with somebody else. Actually, you're not gonna be playing that shit with nobody, because you won't be doing this to nobody else. Y'all won't be doing this to anybody else. So there's nobody you're gonna be able to play with. There's no playing with nobody else, unless that's what your job is here to do. But with me, that's it. That should stop. That's done and over. I'm just one of them people that you cannot get to fall and crumble. I'm sorry, you're not going to have me in my bed crying on the corner, crying, curled up, because you think you could control my life, causing chaos. Okay, what? You think you got some magic to cause some chaos? You affecting everybody else around me, but you're not affecting me. And what you're doing is pissing me off, because you're affecting everybody else around me, which is pissing me off. And that me being pissed off is not a good thing for you. You think I'm a selfish person that I only care about myself being affected? You sadly mistaken. You're affecting the people I care about, which is going to end very bad for you. Very, very bad. Because you're trying to control people's free will, messing with their mind. Yeah, it's going to end very bad for you. It's not looking good at all. Having me sit here battle with my mind. Making me think bad thoughts. Not even making me think bad thoughts. Making me what they trying to do mentally and psychically is have me push my mother and son away. Trying to remove the love and protection from them so they can hurt them. Because they can't hurt me. So they're trying to remove a connection. So thinking that if I give up on my mother and my son, that their protection is gone, and then they can go in and hurt them. They think I don't know what they're doing. I know what they're doing. But I love still, whether my mother or my son are showing me any love or affection in any way, shape, or form, or however they feel, I still love my mother and my son. I will still protect them. They still have to learn their own lesson and take accountability for their own shit and heal from their own shit like I had to. But there's no love lost. I still love them. They still there. I will love them from a distance. And if they're supposed to be in my life, they will be. If they're not, it's okay. And that goes for everybody. If they're supposed to be, they will return. If they're not, they won't return. And I'm okay. Divine timing. I'm just going to let shit play out and go with the flow. I'm not going to force myself on anybody or in anybody's life. If they choose to be with me or they want me in their life, they will show me that. Until then, me, myself, and I, that's what I got in the end. Me, myself, and God. Me, myself, and God. Sorry, not sorry that you don't got no power over here to control my life. You can't get me depressed. You can't have me in anxiety. You can't have me heartbroken. You can't stop my forward movement. I continue to tell you, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't stopping and I ain't going to shut up. So you want to continue this organized harassment, organized crime, targeting me, harassing me? Go ahead. Be my guest. You not going to stop? I'm not going to stop. You don't want to give up? I'm never going to give up. Ever. Not on my life, not on my destiny, not on my family, nothing. 22-22, so you in for a hell of a fight. I'm a no quitter hitter. Giving up is not an option over here. What is that? Give up. What's that? You don't want to give up? Neither will I. I already know the outcome. For you. So if you want to continue to give me your energy freely, thank you. You want to continue to give me all your abundance, your prosperity, or your gifts, or your everything that you had, that you wanted to aspire to accomplish. You're giving it to me. You're going to allow me to accomplish all those goals. Well, not yours, but mine. All those hopes and dreams, energy that would have manifested for you, now will manifest for me. You want me sick? I'm going to live a long life. You want me separated from my family? Now the bond between my family is going to even be even more unbreakable at this point. You're about to create an unbreakable bond between my family. If they're supposed to be in my life, like I said, you just created an unbreakable bond that's about to build in the works. You want to be broke? I am never going to be broke. I am never going to want for anything ever in life. You want to be homeless? I will always have a roof over my head. I will never be homeless in the streets. You wanted me to go hungry? I will always have food in my belly. I will always have something to feed myself. You wanted me alone? I will always have some type of companion in some way, shape, or form, whether it's of animal, human, or spirit form. I will never be alone. I am never alone. I am not alone. 24-42, something's being mirrored back. You thought you could intimidate me? You thought you could lie? No. I'm here to burst your bubble. Your spell work is not working. You're wasting your energy. And I'm wasting my time telling you this because you're going to keep on doing what you're doing anyway. But no, what you're doing is not working. Sorry. Not sorry. I'm not depressed. I'm not going to sit here and deny my feelings. Do I want to cry? Yeah, I want to cry. Does it hurt? Yeah, it hurts. The way that ended in my mother's birthday and the words that were said, yeah, it was very painful and very heartbreaking. And yeah, it hurts. And nobody's going to deny my feelings. I'm not going to deny that. But am I going to be sitting here sulking and crying and stopping what I'm doing and moving? Why would I do that? I'm not going to do that. What's that going to get me? Nowhere. Is that going to get that's going to get my relationship back with my mother and my son, me sitting and sulking, crying, and depressed? No, that's not going to do anything for me. Even if I did cry, it's not even going to stop even if I did cry, it's not going to stop me either. I need to cry anyway. I need to heal myself. I need to release. Crying is not a bad thing. Before, I used to think crying was a bad thing because crying used to make me feel worse instead of better. But now when I cry, I feel better. Because I know I'm releasing the bullshit. So, I do need to cry. I be stopping myself. And I do need to cry. I really do. But when I cry, I'm going to be bawling. That type. That's how I'm going to end up crying for real. So I just stopped myself from doing that because nobody needs to hear that in this house. 11:44. Nobody needs to hear me cry like that here. So when I'm finally able to get it to a place where I can cry, I will cry. Until then, I'll let my tears fall out my eyes if they do. Silently. And I'm going to keep moving forward and keep pushing forward. It's not going to stop me. Nothing you do is going to stop me. I don't give a fuck what pain you're trying to cause, what delays you're trying to cause. It's all gravy, baby. Cause the delays. Cause the pain. Send the chaos. Half of the time, I'm not paying attention to y'all. Most of the time, that shit don't even hit me. And when it does, when I do feel it, it's giving me warning signs of what you're attacking so I could cleanse myself. And even if you did cause a problem that I wasn't aware of at that time, once I become aware of it and clear it and protect and do protection, that's it. So you think because you cause a separation with my family that I don't love my family? Let me tell you something. They may not love me the way I love them, and it's okay. Everybody loves differently, but what I won't accept is conditional love. If I'm giving unconditional love, then I expect it back that same way. And if I'm not receiving that, I'm going to remove everyone out of my life. I'm done giving myself, nothing physically, but my energy, my love, my care and concern to people, and people don't do the same. So we're not doing that. Since nobody gives a shit or has any care or concern about my life, right? That's how they acting, or that's what the spell work, or what they casting, the illusion they casting over people. Well, what I decided to do was care for myself. I love myself. I care if I live. I care if I'm breathing. I care if I'm okay. Nobody else has to, but I do. And now that's all that matters at this point. Me. Do I care about myself? Do I love myself? Do I want better for myself? It's not what somebody else wants for my life. It's what I want. Whatever you want is irrelevant. So because I want better, I'm going to do better. And whatever you're doing is not going to work. Because I'm not here stepping on anybody to make it anywhere. I'm trying to elevate people so they can go with me. Something that you're not doing. You want to step on people instead of elevating a motherfucker. You want to steal instead of showing someone how to do it. Ain't nobody got time for you or your energy. So get the stepping, bitch. Seriously. Get the fucking stepping. I'm done. I'm not going to go in here 50 minutes into this energy. We good with this half an hour. I wasn't too sure what I was going to do. Talk my shit or pull some cards. But I guess I talked my shit. Because somebody out here needs to know that you are a lame ass bitch. You and your crew and anybody that decided to fucking get to work with you. And y'all all going to go down. Whether y'all want to go down or not. 3113, something's being mirrored back, and you about to reap what you sow. You try to kill me, physically and spiritually. Yeah, I had to wrap my head around that for a little while. Took me a little minute to be like, really? Motherfuckers is trying to take my life? Well, we in some fucking movie? There's a whole movie playing out here, basically. A movie we got going on. I need to get a grip of reality because this ain't no movie. This is my life. And I'm the author, the illustrator, the writer, the narrator, the everything, the creator, the artist, me. My life, my story, my journey, my path, my destiny. Mine. Collective, thank you for listening. New, old subscribers, thank you. If you feel like donating, feel free. My information is in the description box below. And I'm out of here. Once again, thank you for listening to my journey, my story, as I tell and speak my truth and expose these bitches in my life. I am a targeted individual. I have been gang stalked, followed, monitored, watched. My home has been entered. My mail has been tampered with. Family, friends, neighbors try to come for me. And I'm still standing and will continue to stand. Because they don't intimidate me. They don't put no fear in me. And they don't stop me. They don't break me or make me or create me. Only God can judge. And God got me always, baby. As collective, God always has you. Keep on fighting. Keep standing your ground. Keep speaking your truth. And if you're not speaking your truth, don't be scared. If you happen to come across my video, feel free to subscribe. Be a part of my tribe. And no more standing in fear. If there's something that has happened to you, you still have some type of abuser in your life that you're scared of, no more being scared of your abuser. It's time to expose your abuser. Put them out there so they can pay for their crimes that they have committed. Because you are not the first one they have done this to. So you need to make yourself the last person they do this to. So they never have to do this to everyone ever again. Expose the bitches. Don't be scared. Know that God got you. God got you and protects you. No weapon form will prosper. No man, woman, or anything can harm you. As long as you know that, you are very protected. Have blind faith. Really, truly believe in God. For real. Seriously. I'm telling you, I have blind faith. This is why I talk the way I talk. This is the way I walk outside. This is why none of these people. This is why I can talk my shit about anybody around me that's fucking with me, especially if they come on my fucking table and then go outside an hour later, because they're not going to do nothing. They can follow me all the fuck they want. They can talk shit all the fuck they want, but they're not going to do anything. They have tried and they have failed. This is why they're not even going to bother anymore. This is why they're going to continue to do shit behind closed doors. Try to antagonize me and get me to flip. But you will not get me to flip. You're not going to get me to rage out. You're not going to get me to go crazy. I respond and react when the fuck I want to, not when you want me to. Is what you don't understand. You don't get it. You truly don't. You don't control me. You never did. It was all an illusion. All in your head. Bye, collective.